whatever walk of life you're in, whether you've got older siblings, whether you've got a boss, whether you've got a mentor, you have to understand that there's always a chain in command and you never outshine the master. Now, what do I mean by this? So, a lot of the times, whenever you're doing something, when you need experience in something, you've got someone above you, someone that kind of put you on to an extent. And regardless of how good you get at the job or how good you get at something, even if you feel like you've surpassed the master, you always have to salute to them and make it clear to them that they're above you to an extent. The benefit of this is they're going to be a lot more forthcoming with information. They're going to help you out a lot more. They're not going to feel any competition by you, and they're just going to feel comfortable helping you out. Whereas if you end up going against them, if your ego gets too big, you get too big headed, you're going to start to think, you know what, I'm actually better than my mentor. So then your mentor is not going to be forthcoming with information, and then your mentor could actually plot against you. Now, I look at the example of 50 Cent with the game and 50 Cent with Eminem. With the game was in G Unit. 50 helped this guy so much with his first album. Week after the album comes out, basically he falls out with 50, gets kicked out of G Unit, and now 20 years later, if you look at Game's career, for the talent that he's got, his career to me doesn't actually quite match that. If him and 50 were still on good terms, he will probably be on Power. He will probably be on a lot of 50 shows, and we would see him as a bit more of a mogul and a boss. But then when I look at the example of 50 Cent and Eminem, every single 50 Cent interview you watch, he says, in the chain of command, it's my grandparents because they raised me, and then Eminem is next to them in that same field because Eminem helped him do stuff that he couldn't do. When 50 was getting shut down by all the labels, Eminem was the only person big enough to see the vision and actually help him out. So now 50's indebted to him. 20 years later, these guys are still friends. Yeah, you still see Eminem, 50 and Snoop were on a song together a few weeks ago. The fact that they've got a great relationship, people love seeing it. When 50 got his star in the Walk of Fame, Eminem was there. He did a speech for him. You know, the Super Bowl, Eminem got called to do the Super Bowl. Jay didn't want 50 on it. M didn't want to do it unless 50 was there with him. So again, keeping that relationship and letting M know that you're above me in the chain of command, it keeps Eminem comfortable. So now they got a great relationship, which is beneficial to both of them.